Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share one of my brand new quilt patterns from our brand new, just recently shared Seashore Drive fabric collection. Today I'm sharing the Sand Castles quilt, and it has several different options that I want to share with you. It's a really great block, works with all kinds of fabrics, and I actually loved it so much that I've made 3 different projects using the block from this pattern so far. So let's get started, and I'll talk a little bit about the Sand Castles quilt. Okay, so I want to show you just a few things about the new Seashore Drive fabric collection quickly and this new Sand Castles pattern. We have these new fabrics that are showing to shop owners now, Seashore Drive, and it's a beautiful collection. It works really well with our Balboa collection from a year ago, but it does have some differences. We changed up the green that was with Balboa for this, and we softened up the orange coral print, and just a little bit difference in the blues. We've just absolutely loved sewing with this collection. Now, this Sand Castles quilt that I'm sharing today is actually the first design that I did for the new fabrics, and it was something I saw in an antique quilt, and I kind of adjusted it a little bit and have been so happy with it. In just a second, I'll have Billy stand up behind me and hold this up so you can see a full view of it, but I wanted to give you a few details first. The quilt finishes, the throw quilt, at 64.5 by 64.5, but there's also a twin quilt option at 78 by 78.5. It uses fat 8ths and some extra background, and I also used a low volume sashing. I not only made this quilt, but I had so much fun that I thought that just one block with a couple of borders would be really fun as a table topper. And so here's my table topper. I just really enjoyed doing this. This one was actually quilted, the topper, by Gail Begay, another quilter friend of mine. And she just did a fun little all over daisy print. After I made the topper, I decided I wanted a table runner too. So I made 3 blocks and then sashing, inner border, outer border, for just a really fun table runner. So as I mentioned, if you feel like you want to try it out first, you can do a single block topper or a 3-block table runner as well. And then, as I mentioned, I made the throw size, but there is a twin size quilt. All the instructions are included in the pattern booklet. So I hope you'll have fun with this block and this pattern as much as I did. So I had Billy hold up the quilt behind me so you can see the full thing. This is the 16-block version. As I mentioned earlier, there's also a 25-block version, which is more suitable for twin size, included in the pattern. So you get both versions. But I did some kind of different things with these blocks, and a lot of them I did contrasting, like the soft orange and the aqua. But in other blocks, I used colors from the same family, the 2 dark gray prints, or mixed it up a little bit with the darker blue and the aqua blue. So you can really have fun playing around. And it's also great because you can cut everything out at once and chain piece all of your half square triangles and then mix and match the fabrics as you want to in the end. I love kind of the secondary pattern that appears where 4 blocks intersect too, where you have 4 different colors and a center. It's just been really fun to see all the really great designs that have come with this block, and that's why, as I mentioned before, I kept making other projects with it. The quilting was done by Marion Bott, and it's a beautiful all over pattern, and she kind of picked up these whimsical flowers that Chelsea did in her quilting design. So that has been really fun as well. And I will get the name of that all over pattern and put it in the description below as well for those of you who want to be able to tell your long arm quilter about the pattern. So those are the main details. I did the gingham print on the bias for all 3 of the bindings actually with this pattern. It has been really fun to sew with those ginghams, and especially to put it on the bias. So those are the details. Oh, I guess I did use the cross stitch print, which is kind of a low volume print for the sashing, and it just added a bit more rather than have all of the sashing and background be a solid color. Also, I used, where I did use solid fabrics, it looks like a solid, but it's really our tone-on-tone little floral print with this collection. If you are looking for a Bella Solid with this collection though, the porcelain is what really works with it. 9900182 Bella Porcelain. Okay, I think that's about it for all of the extra details about this quilt. I hope you enjoyed this video on the Sand Castles quilt. The patterns are available now in both paper format, which will be mailed to you after purchase, or PDF download format. I'll put the links for those in the description below. And I hope that you'll enjoy making this pattern. And if you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.